Today on the channel I'm going to bring you José Mourinho's tactic he is currently using at Fenerbahçe. We're going to run through the tactic, but first we're going to show you the results with Fenerbahçe, Hearts in Scotland and Bromley down in League 2 in England, so strap in, we'll get straight to the results. Starting off with Fenerbahçe, as you can see we have won the Turkish Cup, managing to beat bitter rivals Galatasaray 2-1 in that final. Unfortunately in the Europa Conference League quarter-final leg to Fiorentina, it's a hard match-up, you know, they're an Italian side, probably one of the better sides in Italy these days, but you know, they beat us, can't say much more than that. But the league is the most important part. We have won the league, we've managed to win it by 11 points over Galatasaray with a record of 29 wins, 6 draws and 3 losses. This is the first time Fenerbahçe have won the league in 10 seasons. They've had a torrid time of it the past 10 years, but we went and won the double, and I will now show you exactly how we managed to do so. In terms of the data hub, we scored 2.5 goals per game from an expected 2.12, conceded just 0.79, which was lower than we were expected to concede, so big massive plus there. And if we look at the key players, we see Enyasiri scored 30 goals and gets 6 assists from 34 starts, 4 sub-appearances. Absolutely phenomenal season for the 27-year-old Moroccan striker. And along with him we had 36-year-old Dusan Tadic rolling back the years to score 20 goals and provide 15 assists for the team. So there we have it. That is a double in our first results of this tactic. Can Fenerbahçe and can José Mourinho replicate this in real life? I'm not sure, maybe not. I would love to see him do it. He is one of my favourite managers, which is why I've got a couple of different tactics of his on the channel. Next up we'll head over to my homeland, we'll head over to Scotland. It's exactly how Hearts do in the SPL. So as you can see, it's a busy time at Hearts. Unfortunately we lost in the Scottish League Cup quarter-final to Dundee United. We did however lift the Scottish Cup, beating Aberdeen 3-0 in that final. The Europa League, unfortunately, we've been knocked into group stages. Who did we have in our groups? Let's take a quick look and see. We had Feyenoord, Midtjylland and Club Brugge. We only managed to win one game, beating Club Brugge 4-2 at home, and we drew with Midtjylland at home 0-0, and then we lost the other 4 games. So that's a bit unfortunate, but it's Hearts in Europe. Scottish teams don't often qualify for the group stages, I'm just going to say that. It's not really the best unless you're Celtic or Rangers, but even then it's not brilliant in that, but that's a tangent. Anyway, in the Premiership, that's what we want to see. We actually managed to finish in 3rd place. We are a long way off Celtic and Rangers, as you can see, to finish with 22 wins, 6 draws and 10 losses, to finish with 72 points. However, if we take a look at the history, looking at the competitions, take a look at the domestic leagues, changes to points, this is the second highest points finish ever in the top flight of Scottish football for Hearts, 2 points less than the 05-06 season when they finished second, a season in which George Burley actually had them sitting top of the table. I think it was 10-11 games they were still top of the table. I think they might have actually been unbeaten back at that point. However, we've managed to finish 3rd again. We have nearly broken our point streak in the top flight, and now we'll go and see exactly who's managed to do that for us. If we go here we can see obviously Lawrence Shankland, top goal scorer in the league. Scottish striker, 29-year-old, 31 goals, 5 assists for him this season, absolutely amazing, only valued between £950,000 and £1.3 million. That'll obviously be because his contract's expiring in a month. He is one that I would massively pick up. If I was any manager, I'd pick him up. He's a goal scorer, he's a clinical striker in my opinion. And another top player for them was 28-year-old Scotsman Alan Forrest. If you think he looks slightly familiar, he is the younger brother of Celtic's James Forrest. Both Forrest brothers, both playing in the top flight of Scottish football, both are wingers. However, as you can see, Alan Forrest hasn't had quite the impact as his brother. Anyway, he's got 13 goals and 7 assists in this season for Hearts with the José Mourinho tactic. So a cup win, 3rd place finish, some game time in the group stage of European football, so not too bad overall. But we'll now go to Bromley and see exactly how this does with a lower league side. And with Bromley, we'll start off with the cups. Bristol Street Motors Trophy knocked out in the southern section, Carabao Cup 3rd round by Burnley, and the Emirates FA Cup unfortunately the 2nd round to Doncaster Rovers. However, if you look at the Sky Bet League 2, here you can see we managed to finish 5th, and you can see the promotion sign here. We have obviously went and won the playoffs. We were predicted to finish in the relegation spots. We finished 30 points clear of that. In fact, only 2 points behind automatic promotion with Notts County. And if we take a look at the playoffs, we can see in the semi-final we beat Doncaster 3-2 in aggregate, got revenge on that cup exit, and then in the final we have went on and we have managed to beat Walsall. So there we have it. That is a phenomenal season for Bromley. The key players, as you can see on the right hand side here, Josh Thomas, 28 goals in the league, 31 goals and 3 assists in all competitions. Unfortunately, he's just on loan from Swansea, but you know, we're not taking this on, so it doesn't massively matter. And as well as Josh Thomas, the other key player we had was John Passley. And if we take a look here, the right back has 1 goal and 15 assists. From only 25 starts, 20 appearances, he has 15 assists, a 30-year-old Englishman. So again, another fantastic season. 3 clubs, I would say, phenomenal seasons for all 3. A cup and league double with Fenerbahçe, a cup win in 3rd place with Hearts, and obviously promotion to League 1 with Bromley, which was massively outside the realms of possibility. So we'll jump back to Fenerbahçe and I'll show you exactly how José Mourinho's 4-2-3-1 lines up. So here we are looking at the tactic. First of all, as you can see, lines up as a 4-2-3-1. We'll go through the team instructions, then go through the player roles and additional instructions. We take a look, we are on the balanced mentality. At home, against weaker sides, I would suggest putting this on to positive, because obviously you're at home, you do not want to travel away to Fenerbahçe, it's a scary place to go. Same with Galatasaray, you don't want to go away in Turkish football. In terms of in possession, we're playing with a narrow width, we're passing into space, we're overlapping down the left and the right, we're passing the ball shorter, and we're playing at a slightly higher tempo. In the transition, we're regrouping, we are countering classic Mourinho style, and we are distributing to the fullbacks. And when out of possession, we're playing that mid-block, that standard defensive line, with the standard trigger press, but we're preventing the short goalkeeper distribution and we are getting stuck in. In terms of players now, we've got sweeper keeper on defend with take fewer risks, back line, full back on support on the left with tackle harder, ball playing defender on defend, ball playing defender defend, just set to their standard instructions for the 2 of them. The right hand side, we've got a wing back on attack with cross more often and tackle harder added to his instructions. The DM slots, we've got a ball winning midfielder on defend just with standard instructions. We've got a segundo volante on attack, again just the standard instructions, and then the front 4 is where the magic happens. On the left hand side, we've got a winger on attack with cut inside with the ball, attack midfielder on support just with take more risks, which was the Dusan Tadic role for Fenerbahçe. The inside forward on attack, we've got roam from position and sit narrower, so he will tend to drift in and sit around here, but he will also roam about, absolutely causing mayhem for all defences. And up front we have an advanced forward on attack with dribble more and roam from position. So that's the José Mourinho Fenerbahçe tactic. Please leave a like, comment down below any other tactical recreations you'd want to see, subscribe to the channel, and as always, I will see you next time.